dealt with everything that needed to be done as a parent. Once he moved out, I took care of myself. I took care of getting myself fed and getting myself clothed, anything an adult would have to deal with. I also had to figure out how to navigate life. CBS took me out of my home in my sophomore year in high school, and at the time I didn't really cope with authority very well. I was busy doing my life how I wanted, when I wanted, so anytime an adult was there to tell me what to do, didn't work out too well. I moved to my current foster placement my sophomore year in high school, and I was dealing with drugs and bad grades. After moving into my current foster placement, I had a hard time dealing with my foster parents. After a long while of bucking heads with them, my foster parents, the two of them, had sat me down and said, "Naomi, if you want to continue being part of this family, you need to start acting like it." This was huge for me. I never really had a family, and so hearing them say that they wanted me to join theirs was amazing. So the deal was that I had to graduate high school if I wanted to stay there. So with graduate high school. With my grades and lack of dedication, this seemed like a huge job, and it was. But with my newfound family, it was easier for me to focus on education and not on survival. The obstacle I faced on my way to graduation was passing required classes, including PE. I worked hard to pass my classes and accomplish what I needed to get done. I started to get on the right path. With much effort, my peers and teachers started to see my grades climb. One small detail remained in the roadblock. I needed to have 3 credits of PE in order to graduate, which I did not have my senior year in high school. PE was really the only thing that was in the way of graduating. Even as a foster youth, there is not funding available for everything. So my senior year of high school, taking 2 PE classes and participating in gymnastics, I soon realized that my beaten up old skate shoes were not going to cut it. I needed tennis shoes to participate in PE. I told Mr. Jones, a school counselor at my high school, at Nathan Hale High School, about my need for a pair of sneakers. He told me that there was a small amount of funding just for this kind of thing. He told me to go pick out a pair of sneakers and tell the store to hold them for me. And next day I did just that, and he told me to come into the office, and he had these brand new pair of sneakers waiting for me. I passed PE and graduated. Although I have bigger obstacles in my life and the huge things to overcome, even to this day, these pairs of shoes were a significant piece of the puzzle. I remember feeling how much better my feet felt and my body felt after exercising and wearing my shoes. My family suffers from diabetes. All the women on my mother's side of the family have been diagnosed by their early 20s. It is important for me to stay in shape and make sure that I do not become diagnosed with diabetes. So far so good, yet having the right tools is necessary. I'm currently a freshman at Western Washington University, working on my undergraduate degree, hopefully in special education or secondary ed. I try to keep up the habit by working out regularly, but I don't always, but I try. And when I do work out, I still wear the shoes. I cannot stress enough how important it is the little things in life are to someone who doesn't have those things to enjoy on a day-to-day basis. As a young adult who has grown up not having money for much of anything, this ability to have someone help me with a pair of shoes was significant. Thank you.
Have you ever considered a career in public speaking? Didn't she do a great job? You really did.
Thank you.
But it's really hard to get up and tell your story, and public speaking is one of the scariest things in the whole world, but you were just so graceful and so beautiful, and thank you for sharing your story. A pair of shoes is what did it. You're a beautiful young woman. I wish you all the best, and please accept this gift on behalf of the Has Foundation.
Will do. Thank you so
Continued
much.
great success.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, come back again.
Oh, will do.
All right, Naomi, thank you so much.
Thank you.
What a great job.